everyone, and welcome to today's episode of CVTV, bringing you the latest news and updates from across the channel. Today, we're excited to have with us Natural Wireless, a leading New York City-based internet service provider, and our good friend Benjamin Tansky, who is VP of Channel Sales. Benjamin, welcome to CVTV.
Welcome. Thank you so much for having me here.
Great to have you here. So Natural Wireless is off to a great start this year. The company's been generating quite a bit of buzz. Why don't you start by giving us a brief overview of the company and the services that you offer?
Absolutely. Natural Wireless delivers business critical internet connectivity through what we call fixed wireless fiber. It's a fully managed enterprise grade alternative to traditional last mile infrastructure. The problem we set out to solve is the single biggest weakness in connectivity today: shared infrastructure. Most businesses, even those with redundant providers, still depend on the underground fiber routes, the same conduits, and often the same central offices. So when something fails, everything fails at once. We engineered around that completely. Every natural wireless deployment includes two fully independent path diverse connections, each delivered from separate network origins with real-time automatic failover. If one path is impacted, the other automatically takes over instantly, no interruptions, no intervention. The result is near zero downtime, consistent performance, and true infrastructure level resilience. At the end of the day, we're not just providing internet access, we're delivering a foundation that businesses can rely on when everything is on the line.
So Benjamin, many companies believe they're protected because they have two internet providers. Why does that often fail during major outages? And how does Natural Wireless solve this problem?
The issue comes down to a lack of true independence at the physical infrastructure layer. Most businesses assume that having two providers means they're protected. But in reality, those providers are often sharing the same underground conduits, the same fiber routes, or even the same central office. When a major outage happens, and they do, like a construction crew cutting fiber or a localized infrastructure failure, both connections go down at the exact same time. So while it looks like redundancy on paper, it's still a single point of failure in practice. That's where natural wireless is fundamentally different. We eliminate that shared risk entirely by delivering two fully independent path diverse connections over the air. Each path originates from a different location, follows a completely separate route, and terminates in a different data center. There's real-time automatic failover between them. So if anything impacts one, traffic immediately shifts to the other without interruption. So instead of relying on infrastructure that can fail together, we design a network where failures don't take the customer offline.
And so for partners and advisors who may be watching this, you ultimately help them deliver that resiliency, deliver that confidence, and help businesses remain competitive when conditions can be pretty unpredictable.
The opportunity is both immediate and long term. We're seeing a fundamental shift in how businesses evaluate connectivity. It's no longer just about speed or cost, it's about resilience and business continuity. Downtime today impacts everything: revenue, operations, customer experience, and even brand reputation. That creates a powerful opening for technology advisors and channel partners to elevate the conversation. Instead of competing on price, they can lead with value, delivering solutions that actually protect the customer's business. With true path diverse connectivity, you're solving a problem most customers don't even realize they have until an outage occurs. That positions you as a trusted advisor, not just a vendor. It also creates stickier relationships, higher retention, and more predictable recurring revenue. In short, this is an opportunity to move upstream from selling bandwidth to delivering critical infrastructure.
And looking ahead, how do you see the demand for truly resilient connectivity evolving over the next few years?
Demand is only going to accelerate. We're moving into a world where every critical business function depends on real-time connectivity, cloud platforms, AI workloads, video collaborations, and always-on digital operations. As that dependency increases, the tolerance for downtime drops to zero. What we're seeing is a shift from performance-driven decisions to resilience-driven decisions. Bandwidth is becoming table stakes. Resilience is becoming the true differentiator. Businesses are starting to ask more sophisticated questions, not just how fast is it, but what happens when something fails. Over the next few years, true path diverse connectivity will move from a niche solution to a baseline requirement, especially in metro markets where infrastructure risk is highest. That's actually where natural wireless is positioned. We built our network for resilience from day one. And as the market catches up, that value becomes undeniable.
Benjamin, great catching up with you. Thank you for the overview about natural wireless. How can partners learn more information?
Gerald, great being here today. Natural Wireless is available in New York City, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Boston, and Miami. Send us an email if you have an opportunity, quote@naturalwireless.com. Check out our website, naturalwireless.com. Thank you again for having me here today. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Benjamin.